Saturday afternoon, round 5 quaffle action footy. Sandgate at home here at Lemke Road to the Western Magpies. Sandgate 5 goals to 32. The Magpies, big second term there. Had most of the traffic, 4 goals, 5-29. 3-point game here at Community Umpire Round as we celebrate the contribution made by the men and women who wear the green and officiate this great game of ours and who we are so thankful for. But I'll tell you what, this game is now perfectly poised. We've got a massive second half. Coming up, Riley Starray.
We certainly do. The Hawks by 3 points. Their last win was May 19 in last year, so they've really got a sniff as Crawford gets it out of the middle, sends it towards half forward. Bloss couldn't quite take it. He was bodied off at Highlands. Gets it away. Mitchell skewed off the boot. Lonergan's thereabouts. It goes through Barber's hands. Now Lonergan over the top. This could be a goal. Sandgate have to scramble, and they do it well. Haynes falls over. It's tapped back. It's a shot at goal. It's one behind. One behind to Luke Mitchell. 2 points the margin. 5-2 to 4-6. Barely a minute gone into this third term.
Yeah, I thought he was going to win the foot race there, but just not enough on the snap. Now, not much pressure there on the kick in, but he stubbed the kick and he's not happy with that. He's not happy at all. It's in the hands of Goodall. Maybe just a little bit too far out to score. I'll tell you what, if Reed decides to lead in the pocket there, option's probably gone now. Beams wants it ridiculously short. It's probably not going to happen. As Goodall, he's already kicked one this afternoon. The right footer, he runs round, brings it back, actually pulls it across the face a little bit too far, through for another minor score. 2 behinds to start the third term. They trail now by just a solitary point. Sandgate 5 goals, 2-32. The Magpies 4 goals, 7-31.
So it's a 1 point margin. Court will send it out towards half-back. Goodall again. It falls through his hands. Payno prominent early, but it's barely non-existent in that second term. Gallagher gets the hands away. Goodall tries to soccer it. He couldn't quite. Maynard, that's a clever kick, and now they can go. They have the plus spare over the top, patching as the football. Tagliari screamed for it, but didn't get it. And they've really made a meal of it, but it's going to work out maybe okay. To Larkins, to Barber, now to Patching. We'll send a tumbling sort of a ball towards half forward. Payno couldn't take the mark. Austin tackled straight away. Beams. Well, his hand passed it straight into a Hawk. Payno, Tagliari. They're all willing at the moment. They're all fighting for a win. And it'll be a stoppage. And I tell you what, both sides know how important a win is here this afternoon. Of course, the Hawks are trying to break a hoodoo. The Magpies are just trying to restart their season.
Well, as we said, the Magpies, they dropped this one. They go into the bye at 1-4. Ball through to the back, and they're a little bit better at getting the footy out over the back. That's what did it for them in the first term, Riley Starray, but that was negated in the second term. It's happening again just from that play earlier. You can see that Michael Hagan was absolutely ropeable at his teammate there in Patching, not moving the footy on, too preoccupied with the man on the mark. They had the chance to break away. Goals will be at a premium as these slippery conditions really play havoc with what was originally poised as a phenomenal afternoon for footy. Big Queensland Storm came across and gave this place an absolute drenching, slowed down the fast ball movements of Sandgate, brought that physicality of the Magpies back into the contest, and now we sit at a 1 point game as ball brought back in, that man back in the side, Casey Barber. Can't quite do enough, not 15, play on, says the umpire. He's been good this term. Ball's kept on the line, and we might have out in the full there, but no, the boundary umpire says can't make a decision on that one. We'll have a boundary throw in. Riley Starray, who started well?
Well, I think both sides have been really willing to start this third term. They know how important this is. There's, unfortunately, the throw in. I think it's just slipped out of the hands.
I'll tell you what, Batchelor was ducking for cover. When you got the televised game, you don't want a Falcon.
Comes back into the play. That's a little bit better. Austin pretty much won it down that time. Comes off Beams' hands. Fletcher, haven't called his name that often. He's tackled. Could have been holding the ball, not paid. Cash and Harris, he didn't get it away. Now it's taken out of there from Mitchell towards half forward. Highlands has to do well here. He taps it onto himself. Bloss, though, does well to cover. That is a shocking hand pass. And Drew Mitchell has just missed to the left. We are all square here at Lemke Road, 5-2 to 4-8. As the ball comes back into the field of play, Maynard over the top. He'll find there Harding. At halfback, he's got Michael Hagan presenting for him short. He doesn't go there. Instead, he goes further afield to patching, and he really goes in between the two. And it's turned over. Dougie Lawrence, the veteran, will have it about 75 metres out. He'll send it towards half forward. That's a good kick to Saunders. He's about 55 out. There's some tall timber in the forward line. Instead, he goes short. It's a good kick. It's a very good kick, and Drew Mitchell, not the former Wallabies fullback, but the Magpies midfield star, will have a shot from about 50.
Well, I was going to say, we've seen his namesake take plenty of intercepts in his career, and well, he just picked off that hand pass there, and he'll be disappointed with himself that he couldn't finish. But I've got to ask, where was his man then? All alone, and now, regardless, they should take the lead.
So Drew Mitchell, biggest kick of the afternoon, sets it on its way. It's not a bad effort. And Bradford spoils it over the line, but importantly, for the first time this afternoon, the Maggies have hit the front. 4-9-33, 5-2-32. It's very delicately poised here. We played about 6.5 minutes into this third term as Court kicks it away.
Court long down towards the boundary, and they've managed to just see it over. We're going to have a throw in, 52 metres out. Really just giving away that first 15 metres on the new rules of the kick in, so Court not really under much pressure to move that footy out, but just try to get it as far as he could. As we said, slippery conditions out here, playing a little bit of havoc, and well, actually, no, after a conference with the boundary umpire, that was out in the full. So he's not touched over, so Court now flies for the footy. And this could be a chance here for the Magpies, and they get the snap away right side of the boot. And he just couldn't bring that around enough on the right foot there, Luke Mitchell, and through for another minor score. Been a lot of them this term for the Magpies. They move further ahead just by the point, and it's now a 2-point ball game. So the Hawks bring it back in, and they've just got to settle and try and get this back onto their terms. They push in the line, the Bradford direction. Oh, big fly at the back of the pack. It was Austin. Just couldn't get it. Now this is more like the Hawks. This is their game plan. If they can just try and get that fast-moving footy, they've spilled it a little bit. Managed to get back in possession. Got to be clean here. Casson Harris. Well, he's managed to turn it over. They're back under the pump again. I thought they were out and away over the back. But the Magpies' pressure has been so good. Edwards gets the ball in his hand. He slips over himself and sees it over the boundary line. Going to have a throw in far side of the ground on the half-forward flank for the Magpies. It's a 2-point game here in this third term.
Unfortunately, you just get the feeling if the Magpies are going to make a decisive move, it's got to be now. They've got all the momentum and the dominance. They wouldn't want to concede one the other way as it's cleared away there from the Hawks, from Hagan. Well done from Payno to force for contest in the tackle, and it's holding the ball. Well, he's got the free kick. It is an open forward line.
Well done.
The Magpies have scrambled well. They've cut off the holes. So he's just going to have to be a bit patient. What's he got ahead of him? Dominic Payno. He's about 75 metres out. And he'll send it long. Cashin Harris has got to fly against 4. He couldn't take the mark. He gets it back. Gets a hand pass away. He's fallen over his own feet, really. He'll go back in it. Trying to break away. There's just a lot of bodies around this one. It's cleared, but it comes off a boot. Gallagher just taps it forward. Says, get it out of my area. But it's going to be turned over pretty quickly. You just got to feel. It's at half back. Trying to get it Bloss. He's dispossessed. Harding couldn't get it. Cashin Harris again. It slipped over him. They are going everywhere, all bodies, and Fletcher just belts it away. But it's probably going to be coming back through Cody Court if he can take it. He couldn't quite. He's got to scramble. He gets past one. Hand passes it back. And it's out of play. And they've let one slip there, the Hawks, Nick Davis.
Oh, very nicely done, Riley Starray. Just pinballing around. And how about the lift in tempo in this game? Diving attempt there by Cody. It wasn't caught, in fact. The ball's about to be thrown back in, and they've got to regain a bit of composure here. But I tell you what, we've got an absolute cracker on our hands here. 2 points in it, third quarter, round 5, Coffle action as the Hawks. With another flurry forward. Magpies outnumber here, and they do that well. Taken on the chest. Nice indeed there by Luca Winton. He's been good this afternoon, and well, they're pressing with the line. I think they're trying to look to move it further around, but it's only Hawks at the back of the pack. That's how it's been all afternoon, and it doesn't look like we've had a change. A slinging tackle just does not let his man go anywhere. And it's that man, Loki Haynes, the best mullet in the game. We're going to have another throw in centre wing.
He's certainly the best mullet in the game, I feel.
Bradford and Austin go at it. Bradford gets the points again. He's having a dominant display in the wet this afternoon. Hawks, another high speculator, a helicopter. Tap down the front of the pack, taken nicely there by Maynard. He just gets his body in so well. No prior opportunity, says the umpire, and we're going to have a ball up. Still a long way out for the Magpies goal, and I'll tell you what, this game is poised. Sandgate 5 goals, 2-32. The Magpies 4-10-34.
Bradford just spikes it away towards the boundary. First there, Janky Kane. He's tackled and dispossessed. Fletcher tries to get it out of the pack, but he couldn't quite. We'll have the ball in. So all the action pretty much on the other end of the ground. Sort of looking like it's... If you've ever heard of the term death by 1,000 cuts, the Magpies are trying to go death by 1,000 behinds. They kicked 4-10 this afternoon. Rather inaccurate. They could probably have a little bit more of a lead. The Hawks, they're certainly in this contest. Haynes, well, he's basically done a bit of a speculative candy sell, and he's done it well because he's got it to a teammate there in Bradford. Tries to find there Barber, but well done, and could have been 50.
Such an important mark.
It wasn't played. Beams has got the kick. Now, he's got an option over the top in Winton. He didn't want to go there initially, so he's just postures himself. Janky Kane, he's about 80 metres out. He'll head towards the 50. The big man in Dwyer. They called him skinny before. Didn't get a Cash and Harris. Tries to dummy hand pass away to Maynard. He's got a teammate who's under pressure there in Hogan. He sends a speculative sort of ball towards the wing position. Cagliari almost falls over his feet, but does okay. Well done there from Marshall to force the contest. Gallagher just punts it towards the bench. Big contest here. Macaulay Lonergan, the man with no first names, got it away. Now it goes to Reid towards half forward. Hawks have the numbers, they should clear. Well done from Highlands to force the contest. Mitchell goes in hard and he'll lay a strong tackle. And we'll have a ball up in the forward 50, and I tell you what, this game has lifted a notch, Nick Davis.
Oh, hasn't it? How is the pressure out there from both sides? And it's just going to be the first team to crack at this point. It's got to be hard pressure acts. It's got to be hands to the footy. It's got to be getting your body over it. This is a war of attrition now. Game has completely changed as that footy's not getting out of that as Connor Bloss holds it in. Going to have a ball up 25 metres out directly in front of the Magpies term. The Magpies goal, third term here at Lemke Road. Hands out over the top. Leading the foot race is Braden Harding. But the Magpies have turned it over. Will his kick be 15? It's Mitchell. Play on, says the umpire. Mitchell's got to steady himself. Can he get the kick away? Just throws it on his foot. Doesn't quite work. Can they get out of danger? Dangerous work there by Court. Doesn't quite escape just yet. It's not over yet. That man, Crawford, on the left foot. Will it be 15 this time? Not marked by 15 as it goes through his hands. And it will dribble over the line. And, well, I tell you what, the distances on the kicks just not quite there. The umpires very well umpired this community umpire round. A couple of maybe lost opportunities. And, well, Court, he danced with danger there. Big contest here is, well... No, still not 15, but rolls on the right foot. This could be it. This could be it. And I'll tell you what, Daniel Edwards has kicked at that right foot and they get around him. 5 goals. Oh, it's 5 goals, 10. 40, they lead the Hawks. 5 goals, 2-32. And, well, that goal was coming. You knew it was coming. They resisted for as long as they could, but they just couldn't clear the defence. And I love the composure there of that man, Daniel Edwards, to get that onto the boot. And, well, that means so much for the Magpies.
It certainly does. They deserve that goal. They really have been pressing in the last sort of really quarter and a half, really. The Hawks, they are a very young team. We know they give it everything they've got, but what have they got in and what resistance have they got?
Just need space. Just need space for the footy.
So back in the middle, big centre clearance coming up. Every goal is increasing in importance. Batchelor, well, he says, I just want to make a difference. Got the hand pass away to Harding. He couldn't get it away. Going in hard was Hogan. Yeah. Now it went to Barber. Now to Harding. And they've gone towards half forward. It is Michael Hagan. He's got an option in patching. He's all on his own. Instead, he kicks it straight into the man on the mark. He goes back at it. Pushed over. No free kick. Well done there from the veteran in Lawrence. He read it well. Now, trying to get away is Mitchell. He couldn't quite. Janky Kane, the ball winners of the Magpies, are really starting to smell blood. It's socket away from Batchelor. His legs are taken. No free kick. Play on. Socket off the ground from Highlands. Trying to get in the way there is Dennis. He's dispossessed. Now it'll fall to Harding. He gets it away to the other Harding. Sends it towards half forward. Payno couldn't quite get there at the contest. First there is Marshall. He's got to beat the big man, and he does it very well. And he'll send it towards the wing. And Luke Mitchell, if he can keep it in, is away.
He's away. Luke Mitchell does that very well indeed. Punches down the line. Ball goes to the back of the pack. That's what wet weather footy is all about. Hands over the top. He's going to be good here. Crawley gets it through now. Ball still in dispute. They're fighting for it out in that far flank. And will this be seen over the line? No, it won't. No free kick. Actually, it was. Hand over the shoulder. And they can reset and reload here, the Magpies. Well, what a passage of play we just saw. That's wet weather footy at its very finest. Ball's pumped now into the forward line. Spills free. No one's clear. Wrapped up. Can't get his man just around the waist there. Can Connor Bloss? As it's still going, they dive over the footy. Still fighting for it. Umpire's going to let it breathe. Good call. Really good call letting that footy breathe. Snap out of the pack was very good indeed. And Liam Dwyer. Well, I think a few of the Sandgate players stopped there thinking the ball up was going to be called. Right call by the umpire to let that footy play. And Dwyer, the big man, wrestled it free and just rolled around to that right foot again. And what a snap. And that puts them further ahead now. It's been all the Magpies' way. And that may have changed had there not been another breakdown in communication down by the Sandgate players looking to get it over the back. And, well, this time it was a bit of a reverse. It was Patching who was ropeable at his man Hagan for not looking out the corner of his eye to see how all that space. Turnover happened. And, well, the Magpies, 6 goals, 10-46. They lead the Hawks 5 goals, 2-42. 32.
So back in the middle. It goes to Easton from the tap from Bradford. Well done from Easton. He's found Mitchell. They are really coming now. He'll send it long. The big man in Dwyer couldn't quite take it. It falls off the back. Good second effort. The Hawks need a steady. Still goes off the hands. Beams will find Crawford. Will send it towards the square. Loki Haynes with a flowing mullet couldn't take the mark. It's socket out. Beams. 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 Has missed. 15 points the margin now. The Hawks have only kicked 1 goal since the 19-minute mark of the first term. Nick Davis.
Yeah, this is very interesting now for the Hawks because the game that they've been playing has been frenetic and getting the footy over the back. But now all of a sudden the Magpies have worked out how to play in the same style. So they've taken their own game to the Hawks. And, well, it's going to be interesting what they can do here. They've just got to keep that footy moving forward. And this is their opportunity now. He calls his man. He rolls around on the right foot. Puts it out in front. And the kick doesn't quite find Talieri. And he sees it over the line. It is a 15-point ball game. Midway through the third term here at Lemke Road. See a couple of rotations pushing down to the back line for the Hawks. It's Jaden Patching. Well, Beams. He missed a crucial opportunity to really maybe put it out of reach. So Patching will go to Beams now and keep the pressure on him as Beams goes forward. That man Crawford has been sensational this afternoon. Another touch, and now that matchup it is Patching and Beams. Nicely done to Patching there. Coming through the flying mullet into Loki. There's a wobbly kick down. Crawford's underneath it. Beaten to it by Barber, but they get away. Nearly run down from behind by Hagan, and they've forced a turnover. It's taken there by Harding. Harding onto the right foot. He's got a man there on the flank, and they can set up again to his other Harding. Well, they're looking for Payno. Payno's calling for it, but the Magpies have got numbers deep. It's kind of forced just to roll down the line. Payno's going to have to fly anyway, but expertly worked under the ball, and, well, taken nicely by the most recent goal scorer in Dwyer. And Dwyer just tries to settle the play down.
So Dwyer, he'll send it towards the wing position. Huge pack of players. Bradford, the tallest, couldn't quite take the mark. Handball by Larkins. Highlands lays a strong tackle. Crawford, who's been one of the Maggies' best this afternoon, sends it forward. Lonergan almost took it, but he recovered well. Edwards, now it's a big one-on-one coming up. The AFL experience in Beams. He was outpointed there from Patching. He didn't have the greatest position. Highlands will send it forward with a chaos ball. No mark from Goodall. Beams comes in. This is a massive kick. It goes towards goal, and it is stayed in and hit the point post.
I'll tell you what, how about the leg break there from Beams? He had it. Maybe a bit of talk would have been required there. He had his man blocking, so just could have taken that extra couple of seconds there to steady. Regardless, we've got a ball in 15 metres out and 15 points in this game. Well, going up at it, it's going to be O'Halloran, and it beats all the ruckmen there. Just got a bit of a nasty bounce there to Jordan Harding, and the umpire says, "I'll take that, thank you very much." Ball up, 20 metres out from the Magpies goal. Community Umpire Appreciation Round this week. Big thank you to the men and women in green who do so much for this game. As the ball's tapped down towards the pocket, bodies fly, hurdles him very nicely indeed. Oh, well, he went for it. He went for the inside-out banana, did Cale Reid, and, well, the banana just bent the wrong way. He's kicked it out in the full, and it'll be Loki Haynes to bring that footy back in. 15-point ball game here at Lemke Road.
So we've hit time on into this third term. The Magpies have made their challenge with 15 points to the good. What can this young Hawks outfit do? We know the skill they can display at times. Haynes will send it towards the boundary, and Dwyer will spoil it out of bounds. We did mention they've only kicked one goal since the 19-minute mark of the opening term, Nick. It seems like that Storm, I don't want to say it necessarily changed the whole game, but it slowed down the momentum they certainly had. It really stopped their run. They haven't really been able to get it since, so Bradford wins it down. Falls to the bottom of the pack. Batchelor tries to wrestle it out of there. It comes away, going in hard, Maynard. Trying to get it out there is Drew Mitchell. He couldn't quite, and Maynard's taken in a tackle. Another ball up.
For anyone watching at home, Maynard, how he performs around the bottom of the contest, gets his body over the footy. That's how you get a ball out of a pack. Always first hands to it, protects himself really well. And the kids watching at home, that's how you put your head over the footy. It's Casson Harris. Just can't get away. It's pinched by Mitchell with a nice kick to the top of the forward 50. Ball through the hands. They're going to run in. They're going to run in and kick another one, the Maggies. Oh, boy. Well, that puts a lot of pressure on the Hawks now. That's going to be troubling. As we said, it was just stolen from Casson Harris and quite a composed kick there by Mitchell. And put them the defence of Sandgate under a lot of pressure and just strolled straight through into an open goal. And, well, the dynamic of this game has changed a lot. As you spoke about earlier, Riley Starray, it's youth versus experience, it's speed versus physicality, but right now that physicality and experience seems to be winning out.
It certainly is, and really since quarter time it's been all Wests. It's a 21-point margin, so it's certainly gettable. They are on their home deck, but you're going to want to get one or two before three-quarter time just to take some momentum in as Bradford spiked it towards the wing position. Casson Harris overran it. Macaulay Lonigan, he got it away. Austin couldn't pick it up. Now it's sent towards half forward there from Harding. It wasn't Payno, it was Fabian flying. Hagan pushed his opponent over. Still bouncing around. Casson Harris tried to get a socker to the bottom of the pack, and we'll have a stoppage. As the umpire says, give it to me. 30 metres out. This is the Hawks' chance. They need one here as we head towards three-quarter time. So here's the ball up. Winning it down decisively there was Paynos. Just a big pack of players. Gallagher soccers it twice. Goes to Beams, who just breaks out of the pack with some explosion to Janky Kane. We'll send it towards half back. It's a 2-on-1, but Edwards gets there first, and he's more than happy to see it out of play. It'll be about 85 metres out from the Hawks' attacking goal. Yeah, the experience of Beams starting to really come into this game. I thought he was quiet in the first half, but keen level-headedness and composure. Managed to find his way out of a fair few contests now, and this is what the Magpies really need. Oh, not called there in the back. Anyway, we're going to keep moving with the players. The footy's punched down towards the half-forward line, taken out in front. Crawford doesn't waste any time, gets the hands going, finds it to Luke Mitchell, who just punched the forward, camped underneath it, running back with the fly to the play was Cale Reid. The pressure is on him, it's been turned over, but a great tackle, keeps it in contest. Didn't want to go with the hands there, picked up now by Jaden Patching. He's a big in this week, and that's some composure taken there by Loki Haynes. They've got to clear this out because they've got numbers here, the Hawks, and they take it and they're going to slow it down. Going to try and find the next option. I thought they were out and away over the back. Don't seem to be now. Brandon Batchelor is called to play on. I thought he had to bomb it down the line and smother there off the mark by Lachlan Dennis. Oh, they've got numbers, but Dennis is still going and a bit clumsy there. Bit of a knee to the head on Maynard. As I said, he always got his head over the footy, Maynard, and that's how you play and that's how you get free kicks when you deserve them. But the kick, not great, finds itself in the hands of William Fletcher, one of the best for the Magpies this year. And speaking of one of the best for the Magpies, that man Crawford, he's been unstoppable today. And, well, he wants to get it going. He does on the right foot, wobbly kick. It might sit all right. No, it doesn't.
And, well, the Hawks can escape here, and that could be courtesy of Casey Barber, another big in this week. He's got a 3-on-1, but he backs his speed and pace. Here he goes, just got to get it up clean, but the Magpies have numbers. He's still getting that footy going forward. Coming to help him out now is Hagen. Can he get there in time? Hagen gets hands to it now. Just not enough, though. Ball over the line. They worked that out well there, the Hawks. That's what they have to do. They have to use their speed. That's how they're going to break down this Magpie unit right now. It is, well, it's out to a 21-point game, so they need a goal quickly, Riley Starray.
We're back at the contest. We head towards three-quarter time. The umpire says, give it to me. Right on the wing position. The Hawks, they've really been swooped in this third term. So how will they respond? Coming up, Fabian gets the hands away. That was well done. Fine Batchelor, but his hand pass, like a couple of times this afternoon, has been deflected. And it's a free kick, and it's going the way of the Magpies, so maybe a little bit of frustration starting to set in.
Yeah, just got to keep their heads, got to stay cool here. Game is not beyond them whatsoever, but if they crack a bit, then this experience of Magpies may just take the game away from them.
So, going up there, Bradford, he's spiked it out of play. One thing I have noticed, he has dominated the headouts this afternoon, but not a lot to advantage. The Hawks midfielders haven't taken that first use opportunity.
Well, we noticed that in the first term. He was absolutely dominant, was Bradford, in the first half, but just as you said, yeah, you're right, just not really quite finding the targets with the headouts to advantage, so that influence has been really negated. So forcing the young boys around the contest to work a lot harder, and they're doing it nicely indeed. Taken there by Hogan on the left foot. Well, just no one really in particular. So Fabian, the best facial hair in the business, rolls around to the right foot, over the top of Cass and Harris. Finds his way to the Magpies and they can settle it down again. Taken out wide there. It's Beams, who, you know, we said had been quiet in the first half, but he's had a fantastic third term and he's got a man free. They can now roll on the Magpies down the wing. Willis go over the top of Crawley, goes over the top of everyone. Possibly held the jumper there a little bit, did Riley Easton. And I think the umpire's called and seen it. Yes, he has. Well, maybe a bit of a get out of jail there. A little bit undisciplined there from last year's rising star. Let's kick back towards the middle. This is better there from the Hawks. Managed to get away there. Did it young Kai McKenzie. Now over the top. Just really kicks it to advantage, but not quite to the advantage they hoped for. This could be a little bit better. That looks like it's gone into the way of Hagen. Hagen over the top. Now, this is an opportunity. If they can just settle it down and find the right option. It's O'Halloran. Possibly too far out to score. Remember, it is wet and slippery out there. He's calling numbers down, the young man. Being brought around now by the umpire. Well, he's probably just going to have to put this along with the top of the square. He's going to be kicking from about 45 metres. Let's see what he can do with this one. O'Halloran. Oh, he gives it some journey. Not quite enough, though. Spilled through to the back of the pack. Casson Harris is chasing down, but he gets wrong-footed by, well, just experience alone, and they find their way out the Magpies in the hands of Janky Kane.
So Janky Kane from half-back. Pretty much everything since quarter time has been thwarted by the Magpies. Good tackle from Bloss. And we'll have a stoppage as we head towards three-quarter time. The Magpies have made their move. 7-11-53, 5-2-32, round 5 of the QAFL. And it's been really critical for them just to get the win this afternoon for both teams. Haynes comes in hard, bounced off his hands, but good follow-up there from Harding. Indiscriminate hand pass, not the best decision in these tough conditions. Court goes back. He finds Larkins. Larkins, good kick, and he goes to Harding. Now, what's ahead of him? It's once again, they've done it a lot this afternoon, kicked into the man on the mark, and it's cost them. Crawford hand passes away. Macaulay Lonigan, this could be a dagger. He'll set it towards the square. And there's the siren. And did the Hawks ever need that? They just need a breather, and they need a massive charge in the last term to come back and seal a victory, as Jack Goodall does not look good at all. He looks pretty sore, Nick Davis.
Yeah, he got a crunch in that contest there, but I'll tell you what, there'll be no more relief man on this field than Casey Barber. Had to take it on the first go, spilled through the hands. Experience of Crawford came through and, well, they get out of jail, but I'll tell you what, another dominant term there by the Magpies. They lead Sandgate 7-11-53 to 5 goals to 30.